all of you have got an overview of the peer review process, right? You have the practice unit, the reviewer, and the peer review board. And then we studied the objective and scope. What is the objective of peer review? To check whether the systems and procedures are in place in order to ensure compliance with the technical, ethical, and the professional standards, and second, in order to ensure the quality of assurance services. That was the objective of the peer review. And then what was the objective of the quality review? Audit quality, right? So audit quality to identify any weaknesses and deficiencies. For that you select a few audit files. Then after that, in those audit files, what do you check? Right, the compliance with the technical, ethical, and the professional standards. Then you also check the compliance with the legal regulatory requirements. So one, you check the compliance with the TEP. Second, you check the compliance with the LNR. Third, you check the implementation of the quality control system. Also, you see that there is no material misstatement of the assets and liabilities, and for that you select a few audit file and you review the working papers. Okay, right, so that is where we have talked about the scope and objective of the quality review. Right, that is where we had discussed the scope and objective of the quality review. Then technical standards, then we talked about the constitution of the QRB, the quality review board, what are the functions and also what are the powers of the quality review board. Then what are the areas or what are the coverage of services for the quality review. So one, what did we say? It covers only the stat audit. It does not cover internal audit, tax audit, GST audit or so. What I told you, quality review is only for the stat audit, only for that assurance service. Peer review includes all assurance services, but quality review, it only includes the stat audit assurance services. And obviously it is not applicable for CAs in service. Right, obviously quality review is done only of the CAs who are in practice. And then you do the selection of the audit firm. How do you do the selection of the audit firm? One or more of the following criteria. So based on the entities that they are auditing, based on the audit firm, and also the quality review cycle, right? Also the quality review cycle. Now we have the empanelment of the technical reviewer. What we had studied in peer review was the eligibility to be a reviewer. Do you remember eligibility to be a reviewer in peer review? At least 7 years of assurance practice experience. Then if the member has moved from the industry to the practice, then 10 years of the industry experience and 3 years of the audit experience. Then has also undergone the requisite training, has also cleared the requisite test, and has given the declaration of confidentiality. And before and after should not do the audit, take any assignments for 2 years. And any professional assignments for the 2 years. That was the eligibility to be a reviewer for the purpose of conducting the peer review. Now we are talking about the empanelment as a technical reviewer. What is the empanelment? Your double experience, and more than double, 15 years of post-qualification experience as a CA and currently active in the practice of accountancy and auditing. Not that once upon a time you practice for 15 years, now you don't have any work on earth, that is why you want to go for the quality review. No. What does it say? 15 years of post-qualification experience and currently is active in the practice of the accounting and auditing. Then what does it say? Should not have any disciplinary proceeding, not currently be a member of the QRB or the ICI Central Council or the Regional Council or the Branch Level Management Committee. That means what? You are a member of the Quality Review Board. Then can you be a technical reviewer? No, you are a branch level management committee of the ICAI, Council of ICI. Can you be a technical reviewer? No. And there what did we study in peer review? If you are a member of the disciplinary board or the disciplinary committee, then you cannot be a member of the peer review board. Now here what does it say? When you cannot be a technical reviewer. Right, so one, what does it say? When you can be, when you have 15 years of the post-qualification experience and currently you are practicing in the accounting and auditing. Then you are not currently a member of the Quality Review Board, ICI Central Council or the Regional Council or the Branch Level Management Committee. So you are not on the Council of the ICAI. Then you do not have any disciplinary proceeding pending against him or any disciplinary action for any other law, right, during the last 3 financial years or thereafter. Right, so what is one? 15 years of experience. Then next one, no disciplinary proceeding and no disciplinary action. Right, no disciplinary proceeding which is pending and no disciplinary action which has been taken. Then what does it say? Not currently a member of the QRB or the Council of the ICAI. Then what does it say? Should have at least done 3 statutory audit assignments. So now this is an important one. At least should have done the 3 statutory audit assignments as the signing partner, not as one of the partner, as the signing partner, right, whose sign is there on the audit report. As the signing partner, 3 stat audit assignments as a central statutory auditor of the bank, public limited company, government company, private companies having turnover of 50 crore and above during the 10 financial years. So last 3, at least 3 statutory audit assignments for the last 10 financial years, and provided that out of this 3, at least one should be an entity other than the private limited company. What does that mean? Right, say I am signing as the signing partner, right, as the signing partner, I am signing the balance sheet or the audit report of 3 private limited companies, each having a turnover of 60 crore each, right, for the last 10 years. I am signing the balance sheet audit report of 3 private limited companies, each having a turnover of 60 crore for the last 10 years. Am I eligible to be a technical reviewer? Am I eligible to be a technical reviewer? Read. Right, for the last 10 years, I am signing the 3 stat audit reports of the private limited company, each having a turnover of 60 crore. Am I eligible to be a technical reviewer? No. What does it say? At least one should be other than the private limited companies. Right, 3 statutory audit assignments, and out of that at least one must be in respect of the entities other than the private limited companies. Do you read that, everyone? Right, at least one must be other than the private limited company. So other than the private limited companies, which companies do we have over here? Right, the central statutory auditor of the bank or the public limited company or the government company. Right, so CSA or public limited company or the government company. Right, so I am doing the audit of 3 banks, 3 private limited companies having turnover of 60 crore, and I am also signing the balance sheet of one government company for last, right, at least signing the balance sheet of one government company for the last 10 years. And I am also signing the balance sheet of 3 private companies for last 10 years. Then am I eligible? Yes. Because at least one is other than the private limited company. What are the other companies they are talking about? Government company, then the central statutory auditor of the bank or the public sector entities, right, or the public limited companies, right. So CSA or the public limited companies or the government companies, right. So CSA of the banks or the government company or the public limited companies. Are you understanding that? And private limited company having turnover of 50 crore or more. But what if all 3 are private limited company only? No, at least one should be other than the private limited company. Are you able to follow this? Did you understand this situation? If I am signing the balance sheet of 3 private limited company having turnover of 60 crore each for last 10 years, am I empaneled to be a technical reviewer? No, because at least one should be other than the private limited company. Okay, right? So empanelment of technical reviewer. What is first condition? 15 years. What is second condition? 1031. You understand 1031? Right, 10 years have done the audit of 3 companies, and out of the 3, at least one should be other than the private limited company. Then having no disciplinary proceeding pending or any disciplinary action. Then currently not a member of the QRB or the ICAI. And once you are appointed as a technical reviewer, you are appointed for a period of 3 years, and again you have to undergo the requisite training, right, and submit 6 annual declarations along with the evidence that you have participated in the training workshops and the programs. So once you are appointed for a period of 3 years, and every year you have to give these 6 annual declarations. Right, 6 annual declarations. Is it clear to all of you? Empanelment of the technical reviewer. Right, then another small question over there is the independence and the qualification of the technical reviewer. Right, the independence and the qualification. So there is an AFUR, that is, say there is an audit firm under the review. Say what is the name of the audit firm? Sparkle and Company. Right, Sparkle and Company. Say they have done the audit of the Growth Limited, and now we have to do the quality review. Right, we have to do the quality review. And who is appointed to do the quality review? The technical reviewer, right? The technical reviewer, CAR, who is having 15 years of post-qualification experience, and then the 1031, and no disciplinary action or proceeding, and no, what do you say, not currently a member of the QRB. Now we talk about the independence of this technical reviewer. Right, independence and qualification of the technical reviewer. One point is the same. What same point? He should not have any disciplinary proceeding pending or any disciplinary action against him under the CA Act or under any other law. So same point. He should not have any disciplinary proceeding or any disciplinary action under the CA Act or under any other law. Right, then what are the next ones over there? Very interesting. He or his firm, any of the network firm or any of the partners of his firm. Right, so now this technical CAR, he is a partner in, say, PwC. Right, or say he is a part of the PwC network. You understand? Affiliates, right? So he's a part of the network. So neither he nor any of his partners of his network firm have been the statutory auditor of the company as specified above, or rendered any other services to the said entity during the last 3 financial years or thereafter. Right? So right now, who is doing their audit? Sparkle and Company. They are doing the audit of the Growth Limited. But in the last 3 years, what does it say? CAR or PwC, the firm or the network, should not have been the statutory auditor of the Growth Limited. Otherwise, you cannot be appointed as a technical reviewer for the doing the quality review of the audit firm under review which has done the audit of the Growth Limited. So you should not have been the statutory auditor. Then what does it say? He or his network firm or any of the partners of that firm or that network should not have any association with the AFUR during the last 3 financial years or thereafter. So again, PwC and the network should not have association with the AFUR in the last 3 years. So one, they should not have any association with the company which is being selected for the audit, right, for the review. Then second, they should not have any association with the firm, right? So one, they should not have any association with the company, right? One, they should not have any association with the company. Second, they should not have any association with the AFUR. Next, what does it say? He should comply with all the eligibility conditions laid down for the appointment as an auditor under 141(3). So if I want to do the quality review of Sparkle and Company, and Sparkle and Company ka which file is picked up? Growth Limited. I am the technical reviewer. If as a technical reviewer, if I am indebted to Growth Limited by an amount exceeding 5 lakh, I cannot be appointed as the technical reviewer. So the disqualifications which are applicable to Sparkle and Company, those disqualifications are also applicable to the technical reviewer. You understand? Independence and qualification. So what is one? No disciplinary action or no disciplinary proceeding. Next, what does it say? Should not have been associated with the company. Should not have been associated with the audit firm. Then none of the disqualification of 141(3) should be attracted. And he should not belong to the city or the region of the head office of the AFUR. Right, so say the head office of the AFUR is in Mumbai. Can the technical reviewer be from Mumbai? No, it has to be an outstation quality review. You understand? The technical reviewer should not belong to the city or the region of the head office of the AFUR. So say the audit firm under review, Sparkle and Company, they have their head office in Mumbai. Can the technical reviewer be from Mumbai? No. Can he be from Bangalore? Can he be from Hyderabad, Kolkata, Delhi? Yes, but he cannot be from Mumbai. So outstation compulsory, quality review. You understand that? So what they say, they are talking about the independence and qualification of the technical reviewer. How they are ensuring his independence and qualification? One, no disciplinary proceeding or action. Next, what does it say? He should not be associated with the company. Then he should not be associated with the AFUR. Then none of the disqualification of 141(3) should be attracted. And he should not belong to the city or the region of the head office of the AFUR. What is point number 1? No disciplinary action or proceeding. Point number 2, he should not have done any stat audit of that company in the last 3 financial years or thereafter. Then he should not have any association with the AFUR during the last 3 years or thereafter. Then none of the disqualifications of 141(3) should be attracted, and he should not belong to the city or the region of the head office of the AFUR. Are you understanding the 2 questions over here? One question is what? Empanelment of the technical reviewer, and then you have a small question under that which is regarding the independence and the qualification of the technical reviewer. Right, peer review, how many people he could take with him? 1 qualified assistant. None of the disqualifications of the disabilities of section 8 or the guilty under section 21 of the Chartered Accountants Act. Now for quality review, technical reviewer, how many people can he take along with him? Up to 5 qualified assistants. Right, the composition of the team mandatorily headed by a technical reviewer empaneled with the QRB may also include up to 5 assistants engaged by the TR as may be fixed by the board in a case, in each case on need to basis. Can a firm be included as a member of the review team? No, only an individual. Yes, I am a technical reviewer. Under me, I can take 5 people. Can one of the 5 people be a firm? No, it cannot be a firm. They have to be 5 individuals. They have to be the individuals. Then what is the independence of the assistant? That is the qualified assistant. Again, the qualified assistant, the 5 people whom I can take with me for doing the quality review, they should be a chartered accountant. Then none of the disqualifications under the CA Act should be attracted. That is none of the disability for membership. Then they also need to sign the statement of the confidentiality. They should not have any direct interface with the AFUR or the quality review board. Why? Because they are the qualified assistants of the technical reviewer. So they should not have any direct interface with the AFUR or the quality review board. They should have been working with him at least for 1 year. MCQ. That he joined 3 months back and now the partner is taking him for some quality review along with him. No, the partner cannot take him for the quality review because he should be working with your firm at least for 1 year. Then should not have been associated with the AFUR or the concerned entity whose audit is being reviewed during the last 3 financial years. Same point was over here. It should not be associated with the company or the AFUR during the last 3 years. It was applicable to the TR also, so applicable to the QA. Who is QA? The qualified assistant, right? So should not have any association with the AFUR or the concerned entity. Then should not have any disciplinary proceeding pending or any disciplinary action. So same point. Then should not be a member of the QRB, Central Council or any of them. And he himself should not be empaneled as a TR. Okay, you yourself are a technical reviewer, but sometimes you go with other technical reviewers also. No. Right, so he himself should not be empaneled as a TR with the QRB. Are you understanding these points over here? This is the qualified assistance. He has to be a chartered accountant. None of the disabilities under the CA Act should be attracted. He should sign the statement of the confidentiality, should not have any direct interface. Should you have worked with your firm for at least 1 year, no association with the AFUR or the entity, then no disciplinary actions or proceeding, not a member of the QRB or ICAI, and not himself empaneled as a technical reviewer. Okay, right. Had we studied the peer review process? Peer review process, off-site process, on-site process, and then the reporting. You understand, the form 1 is received, then the choice of 3 reviewer within 3 days, then 1 reviewer within 1 day. Then after that, the copy of the form, the appointment is done of the reviewer. Then the form 1 is sent by the practice unit to the reviewer. Then the reviewer can call for additional information. Then he selects the sample and at least gives 2-day time before he comes for the on-site review. Then on-site review should not extend beyond the 6 working days. Then what did we say? In the on-site review, they look into the general controls, ISCAs. Right? And then they do the compliance procedures and the substantive procedures, and then the reporting. If adequate, then final peer review report and the copy to the practice unit. And in case if not satisfied with the systems and procedures, then the preliminary report to the practice unit, then the response to the preliminary report within 2 days, and then satisfied or not satisfied with the responses, then follow on review. And a qualified report and then the follow on review. That was the peer review process. Now here we are talking about the quality review process. Now here what does it say? One, they will select the audit firm and they will also select the reviewer. Right? They will select the, yes, the, what do you say? This AFUR also, that is the audit firm under review also, and they will also select the technical reviewer. With the view to carrying out the review of the quality of audit, they will take the services of the technical reviewer. They will also have the QRG, industry specific or general. Okay, this quality review group is going to look into the audits of banking companies. This quality review group, it is going to look into the audits of the software company. So they can have industry specific groups over there. Under the quality review board, they can have the quality review group. Are you understanding that? Okay. And then after that, what are the stages involved? It says the technical team, technical reviewer and his team. How many people are there in his team? Up to 5 qualified assistants. Should carry out the quality review by starting their off-site review. So first they do the off-site review, then they do the on-site review by fixing the date with the mutual consent. Then after the review gets over, after the review exercise gets completed, they will send the preliminary report to the AFUR. Then the AFUR has to make a representation. Then what does it say? The technical reviewer will submit the final report along with a copy of the annual report. This they asked in the MCQ. Right, so again also, here also do you have preliminary report, reply to the preliminary report, and then the final report is issued by the technical reviewer to the quality review board. The final report is issued by the technical reviewer to the quality review board. But while giving the final report, the technical reviewer will also give a copy of the annual report. Right, then what does it say? The AFER to submit to the QRB, their reply on the final report, right? So again on the final report they have to give their reply. Then upon receipt of the final reply from the AFUR, the technical reviewers will submit to the QRB within the next 7 days a summary of his finding. Then the QRG, right? So after the report has been given, who will consider it first? The QRG. And after it is considered by the QRG, then it will be sent to the QRB. And then QRB will decide the further course of action. Does anybody in the class know the further course of action? Either the matter could be referred to the Council of ICAI or an advisory could be issued, or the matter to be considered to be closed. You understand what are the further actions which can be taken by the quality review board? What are the actions? Either the matter could be referred to the council, or the matter and advisory could be issued, or the matter to be considered closed. Okay. Right, so on-site review, so guidelines for the reviewer, right? So again, this is like the obligation. Then you have the reporting stage, right? So what are the points in the reporting stage? What I just told you. In situations where the financial statements are not materially prepared, I am on page number 16.16, last point over there. In situations where the financial statements are not materially prepared in accordance with the requirements of the AFRF, the matter may be recommended to the Council of the ICAI for referring it to the disciplinary directorate. In other cases of the non-compliance which are not so material in nature, an advisory or a guidance to the AFUR may be issued. And in respect of the other observations of the trivial nature, that is very, very immaterial. And not only material, very, very immaterial, where the AFUR has also agreed to take the effective corrective steps in future, or has already taken the corrective steps, then the report may be taken on record and the matter may be closed. Right, so again this could be a question. What are the actions which could be taken by the quality review board based on the report received from the technical reviewer? What are the actions which can be taken by the quality review board on the basis of the report received from the technical reviewer. What are the actions that may be taken? They can refer the matter to the Council of ICI. Okay, you make a reference to the disciplinary directorate. Second, not so material in nature, an advisory could be issued to the AFUR by the QRB, or the matter may be taken on record and the matter may be closed. Right, the report to be taken on record and the matter may be closed. Okay, right, then the basic elements of the reviewer's report. Right, so again, what you need to report: any lack of compliance with the technical, ethical, professional standards, lack of compliance with the laws and regulation, whether they've implemented a system of quality control. These 3 points which I have highlighted, does anybody know what are these 3 points? Technical, ethical, professional standards, laws and regulations, and quality control system. Right, these 3 points were there in the objectives of the quality review. Right, these 3 points were there in the objectives. You remember objectives? What point I taught you? Audit quality, deficiencies and weaknesses. Then you select the stat audit. Then you check for the compliance with the technical, ethical, professional standards, compliance with the laws and regulations, and also the implementation of the system of the quality control. Do you remember that, everyone? We had discussed the scope and objective of the quality review, right? So what are the basic elements of the report? And then type of report to be issued, that depends upon the, right, that depends upon the qualifications. Like, did I show you the QRB report in which they said non-compliance with the standards on auditing? Do you remember that? SQC 1, SE 220, 230. Then non-compliance with the accounting standards, all the AS and the Ind AS, like they say inventory ka standard not followed, cash flow statement AS not followed, revenue recognition not followed, previous year figures have not been given. Right, so this is all the non-compliance with the accounting standards, and again the consideration will be given of the to the QRP. Yes, QRG. What is QRG? The quality review groups, and then the action will be taken by the QRB. What are the actions which could be taken? Same, make recommendations to the Council of ICI, issue an advisory, or again if it is not so material, then the matter to be considered to be closed. Can a quality review be done based on a request received from a regulatory body? Can a quality review be done based on a request received from a regulatory body? Yes, so if the request is received from the regulatory body, then it says you also need to send your report to the regulatory body. In case of review arising out of the reference received from a regulatory body. Are you reading that point? Second last point over there. And inform the results of the review and the details of action taken to the concerned regulatory body. When the review is being conducted at the instance of the request of the regulatory body, and consider the matter complete and inform the AFUR accordingly. Right, are you able to follow this, everyone? So once we study the peer review, quality review goes hand in hand. It is similar to that, not same at all, but on the similar lines to understand the quality review process and all. So do you understand with what discussion I started this chapter? You have the practice unit, reviewer and the peer review board, and there you have the audit firm under review, the technical reviewer, and the quality review board and the quality review group. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, right. So that completes our discussion for the chapter of the peer review and